Shalimar Initial is the latest version of Guerlain's venerable classic Shalimar. Shalimar, as I think anyone familiar with the history of perfume knows, is just the classic amber. It's got that fantastic smoky leather, that creme brulee, that burnt vanilla smell, and that little bit of a citrus twist. So what they're doing with Shalimar Initial is they're kind of posing it as a young lady's first Shalimar. So the whole idea is that it's lighter, it's sweeter. Accordingly, it has this cute girly pink juice. It comes in a really pretty bottle. It's got a little pale blue tassel. It's just really appealing. Now, I'm all for a new generation discovering Shalimar. It's just just such a beautiful, accessible classic. But I do start to get a little uptight out of sight if I think that anyone's going to be fooling with a classic. And when I first sprayed on Shalimar Initial, I was just doing this face. I was just starting to do like a eye squinch lip curl at the same time, and you know, it was just basically my annoyed, sulky sneer prep. I was just getting ready to deploy the thing, and so I went in for the sniff, you know, all worried, and I didn't have to deploy my annoyed, sulky sneer. The thing smells great. It doesn't resemble Shalimar, the original Shalimar, right off the bat, but there's definitely some of the DNA just kind of swimming in there, just working its way through the texture and the layers of Shalimar Initial. It does share with Shalimar a little bit of the rose, and there's iris, and there's tonka, which is slightly vanilla, slightly almondy, but it's not really obvious that it has that classic burnt custard Shalimar vanilla, although it is in there. But to begin with, it's more of a refined sugar. It's just like, woo, this is sweet, oh boy. And then as it starts to lift off the skin a little bit, you do get the kind of spine of Shalimar, which is that, you know, that backbone of that great creamy, almost burnt vanilla. And but it's also I'd say a little more playful. And what's interesting about Shalimar Initial is that it does start to it's almost like watching a perfume parade, because you get these like quotes from the original Shalimar, you know, and that goes by, and then there's like, oh, there's a new float coming along to look at, and what is this? Well, what you see and what you smell is very refined patchouli. It's not an earthy patchouli at all, but it's a distinct woodiness, and there's also a little bit of fruitiness to it, which makes it more contemporary and more kind of amenable to the teen nose, to the younger noses amongst us. And Shalimar Initial turns into almost a cross between Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb and Narciso Rodriguez for her. So it's almost like Shalimar's in the middle of these two other perfumes. It's a Shalimar sandwich. I think of Shalimar Initial as kind of a Shalimar training bra. Yeah, and you might not grow out of it, which is okay. I'm Katie Puckrik, and I smell.
Trisha wears number 5.